Welcome to yet another video. My name is Shivendra, and I'm here to share with you what is my weekend routine to look at the global view or make a view from the global perspective because it's very, very important to look at helicopter view and then zoom into whichever market you're looking at it, whether you're investing US, Australia, India, or whichever market you are in. It's agnostic to it. I think this particular data source will help you, and I'll share with you what exactly I look at it, how I track things, because during the week we get thrown at a lot of economic data and I'm not at all expert in it. But knowing this exercise, it's kind of a hack which can bring you and build you that insight when you're looking at certain price actions on particular stocks or crypto, wherever it is, that will give you some view. And sometimes news are all negative, but what you see on the action on the otherwise on the charts is different. So you can build a lot of insights, and that's what I'm trying to give you as a bottom line in this short video. So stay till the end because that's where you're going to get better insight and value for your time. So let's get started. So if you look at this particular website, it's tradingeconomics.com/stocks. So if you just go to tradingeconomics.com and you will see a lot of different data here, which is like free of cost. There's no, you don't even have to have an account for it. But thing is, what exactly you have to look at it, that's important. So the way I look at it very quickly, every week, I just go in here on the stocks and see because I directly invest in stock, and that's what this channel is all about. And I want to make sure your journey is peaceful, and basically you have a better understanding and better opportunities for creating wealth. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so now because that way at least you get notified because I keep coming up with very useful tips, tricks, stocks analysis, and fundamental technical, so that you get benefited from this exercise which I share. And I'm sharing here just for my interest so that you all can grow along with that because I believe in abundance mindset, and that's the whole idea of this channel. So looking forward for your comments as well. That'll be great. So first of all, I just go in here and look at what's happening in the US market, which is right on the top. And if you look at it here, just focus on my mouse here. So that's the US market. Then you got a Europe market, and you further drill down, then you have other market like all the Americas, and then you got Asia, which is where we have our from India Sensex and is also there, and Japan, Shanghai. So that's how you kind of look at it. So what I do is I quickly look at it, what's happened to the week, because this is all weekly analysis. I don't do it day to day basis. I just look at it weekly basis. So I see, okay, there was a positive news. So you can see all green here. The darker green means it's gone up uh, much bigger number versus lighter green, and that's how this is there. So it's beautifully drawn chart, so you can easily see what's going on. So Europe is all had a good number, so you can see, just look at this. The Latvia stock market was up 7.33%, and there's some wild moves going on. And if you look at it alone, look at the market in Turkey, which has gone up 172% with all the inflation and all that. I don't know, individual stocks, I'm just wondering what would happen just because of the high inflation, I think. But I don't track it. But you get to see some crazy move here in terms of Cyprus market is up 71%. Again, this is just for your information purposes to see what's going on across the board. And you can see largely, apart from these Slovakia, Iceland, and Helsinki market, Finland, it's all down. But other markets have been going up, which is kind of a normal way of looking at it and see where we are standing. Especially if you are specifically looking at your market, you can look at it what's happening in Americas, which is no, overall has been in good shape, except for these small countries where will be wild move, Venezuela, and also we just ignore that. Japan, Asia, which is very important, is to look at it. This is for the Lebanon market, which is up 5.63%, but then Shanghai. So that's where we interest is. If China market is coming up, then you have to look at it what's happening. So that's where we want to track, which was up, and from year on, it is so it is kind of from 10% minus, now it's gone up, which means there's some traction building up. And if you are tracking, especially Hong Kong market and all that, it is something we're going to be interesting because there's some interesting companies out there to track, especially Tencent, Alibaba, and all those companies. If you want to look at those companies as well, what's happening. Because at the end of the day, you will say why we are doing this exercise. This exercise is useful even because it has a ripple effect for whichever country you are investing in, right? It all goes in tandem. And likewise, that's how I just go through that. And Australia market is was started building base. That's what I mentioned. There's a lot of base building happening, so I can see some, there'll be some movement here, so I'm setting up nicely. And that's pretty much it. So you look at it, you get a good view about the entire market. Is any crazy wild moves going on? And what is important here is you can look at the bond market as well. What's the interest rate going on? And so you can see different major 10-year bond yields are available here for you to track it. And just to give that perspective, if you are tracking it, to understand if the bond yields, because sometimes when there is in terms of the movement between bond and the stock market has a correlation, inverse correlation. So if the bond yields are going up, then money will move out of stock market and go into safer assets. So you have to look at that way. And the most important one you want to track is the crypto, which is also interesting, because sometimes if crypto is going up, then the likely is there's a liquidity available, and the stock market also will have a ripple effect. And when I look at it by monthly and weekly, I'll know that okay, there are certain cryptos which have gone up, and like especially in this case Unisap. I don't know what is there, but I will do further studies on things there is some movement happening, so that I understand what's going on. Like Solana has gone up 35%. I will do a study around it. What's going on in these specific currencies versus others which are down. So, like Bitcoin Cash is down minus 16%, but there's something specific happening. So, I'll go and search on news what's going on, study what's the fundamental change happening. Because moment you connect, what I'm trying to share with you is moment you start connecting dots and look at the news, you will start being on the right side of the market and try and look for opportunities in these areas, if that's the way you look at it, right? So I hope this particular thing was useful for you, because this is like you can also go to currencies as well and look at what currency fluctuations are there. So this has a lot of wealth of information available by country, by indicators. You can go to GDP rate and all that. So you've got a lot of information here. Though macro indicators or macroeconomics, I'm not expert, but overall, if you know the country GDP is growing, I want to look at top-down approach from right from that sector, try to connect the dots. That's what it comes through. And I'm strong believer. You just keep absorbing all the data to you in a right way, and you start eventually all these data points start connecting, and there'll be insight which will help you to create wealth. And that is what's most important, which I'm trying to share with you. So I want to know what exactly your key takeaways were, and what was something you got benefit from this video. Do put it in comment box below. Till next video, I'll see you. Bye bye, and happy peaceful weekend investing.